Okay, I think everything is ready. Let's just double check here. Got broken by chickens. Laughing so hard for no reason in that clip, but that's okay. All right. All right. With that said, let's go on over to our crafting scene. Here we go. All right. I think I got all the things in place. If I miss something, I miss something, right? Let's see. And oh yeah, hi Portia. Sorry, I know you already went to help kiddos with school, but hello. All right, so as I mentioned on Tuesday, I am making two different blankets of the enchanted. What is it? Enchanted something or other. I can't even. Words are hard today. All right. The is it entwined forest throw, which we are going to be starting the second one today. All the things. Sorry. Ooh wee. Yep, brain fog is real today. Definitely very squirrely. Not even a lie. You know what? I've been sitting here this long and I just realized I never turned the music on. Okay, there we go. Hopefully the balance is good. Just let me know. If it's not, I'll change anything up. Okay. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get started. The purple obviously is going to be my main color. The white is the secondary color, so I'm going to put that aside for now. Now I need to find the center pole, because of course I do. Alright, so the goal is to finish up block 1 and 2 like I did with the last blanket, and also get to, like, was it 4, row 4 or 6 or something like that of the third block before the end of stream today. We'll see how it goes, right? Ha, there's the end. I found you! Alright, if I remember correctly, it's a cast on 15. Yes, it is. Okay. Go here. Alright, we are starting from scratch. Here we go. Let's see if I can remember how to do all the things that we learned last time, right? Does anyone want to help me come up with names for these individual blankets instead of just my blanket or MTI's blanket behind the scenes, or even the same blanket B and blanket A, because that's going to be real boring after a while, right? Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Got it. Okay, so we are doing 20 guardian bridges. Okay. We are. Alright. How's everyone doing today? Obviously, I woke up, I don't know, I woke up kind of early at like 6 o'clock this morning. It took me a lot longer to do anything today, and I was still running very close to time. The time to start today, but that's okay. Things happen, life happens. That's better. Okay. I'm like, where are you? All right, so I need to get 2 random markers. And that's the starting marker. There we go. So that way, I don't always have to count. You know? Count? I don't know. I don't freaking know anymore. At this point, I'm just like, eh. I've had maybe 3 sips of my coffee since I got it like an hour and some change ago. So that's 2 cups of coffee in 1 cup. Mm. So basically, after stream last night, when I got off after Dreamlight Valley, I ended up doing some coloring. I also did a diamond painting, or the diamond painting magnet that I had to do for yesterday's Vlogmas. And then I pretty much chilled out for most of the night. I didn't do too much. I think I watched more reels on YouTube than anything else. I was trying to watch my watch later list too. You know, try to keep up with all the things. Did my journal for the, for the week, for next week, setting that up rather. I'm just a little ahead on things. It's fine. Hopefully everyone had a good day. I stopped playing Dreamlight Valley like right after we got off stream last night. I was just a little tie. There we go. Silicon Matt decided it's gonna be silly and move around on me. Haha. But yeah, if there's a song anyone wants me to skip, let me know. If there is anything you want to listen to that it's not on this list, let me know that too. There. I don't know why I was having issues. All right, there we go. I have a feeling today I'm going to be a little bit quieter than I was on Tuesday just because, vocals are still kind of shot from last night. Oh, hey, there's a Pokemon in the chat. Oh, and also, Portia, if you are still around, I want to thank you for putting in the more for the community event. I appreciate that. Hey, we're at a whopping 6%. Sweet. Hey, anything that we can raise for that goal, I'll be ecstatic about. I got a nugget. Just don't eat the nuggets. Don't eat the food that comes out of there. Random PSA, I know. Let's see, so besides the coloring and the little diamond painting that I worked on today, I did put together a puzzle. Let's see if I can get this in frame. Been working on a puzzle every morning. Hey, I got the Pokemon. Woot woot. All the things. All the things going on behind the scenes, right? A couple Pokemon, so let me go ahead and look at that one. It's gonna be a very squirrely brain day. I'm sorry, y'all. And also, hi Maverick. Sorry, I just saw that you were here. I'm so sorry. Thank you for that lurk. I'm just going back through all of the chat that happened before stream officially started. Hopefully you have a good day there, Maverick. Yeah, like I said, kind of out of it today. Hey, Maverick, thank you for that alert. Turn it down for what is right. We're already on a roll for squirreling 3 times, so let's go ahead and up the counts here. There. Hopefully your day is going well so far. It made me jump, which is good. That's what it's there for, right? But yeah, I woke up at 6 o'clock my time, which is an hour earlier than my alarm was supposed to go off, and I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm not going back to sleep. It's quiet, yeah. All right. Well, here's hoping. Yep. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I should just call these streams "Waking Up with Silver" because usually when I first start, I'm not going to wake. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what flavor coffee that is. MTI put it in the container this week, so I let him choose. We got an early stretch, huh? Okay. Yep. So we are listening to the 90s rock anthems list again. I knew I forgot something. Hold the phone. That way peeps aren't surprised. All right, there we go. Made a note that today's playlist is going to be 18 plus. Basically listening to 90s rock anthems, which, yeah, some of them for radio edits were out of control, but you know, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, right? Because there are some that, you know, will. Yeah, I do want to see how far we can get today. Can we surpass the one that we started on Tuesday? Who knows? Hmm? But yeah, anyone hanging around? Just so you know, we do have a community. What do you call it? A community goal of trying to get to 300,000 to make MTI and I together play a scary game of which he hates jump scares, and I'm just like, I've been putting off this game. So he says he will do the goal for anywhere from 100 to 150K. All right, so there you go. I was like, okay, more power to you. I'm like, I can go with that. Would change the number on the thing, but I can't. So it is what it is. Oh my gosh, all the things. Yay, thank you, Maverick. I appreciate that. We're getting us closer, right? Well, it's Poppy's Playtime, and I've had it in my Steam inventory for going on 2 years, basically since it first came out. And I've been putting it off. And I'm like, you know what? This Halloween, it's got to be the thing, right? Thank you, Maverick. I appreciate that. Let's see, and also Portia put some in today, so that's good. I think we're up to like 8% of what it says. Yeah, so don't get discouraged when you see the 300,000. I didn't want to lose what little progress we've made already, but definitely wanted to put that out there. That if we can get to 150 at the most, like I think I can deal with the Woz keyboard for 150k, right? Plus, we've got a few streams until then, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? And the guy's like, yeah, you do know that like 300k is not going to happen. I'm like, nah, I believe in everyone, right? Basically, a lot of the knit stitch until it gets to a certain length. Then we're going to be picking up stitches for the second block, etc. I don't know if you saw it on Tuesday, Maverick, but the schematic, the pictures that you're seeing up there are kind of what the thing will look like when we get closer to the end. The beginning's a little rough, and then after that, it kind of gets better. All the things. So basically, a lot of the things that I am afraid of, I've seen gameplay in this game. So yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking. Like both MTI and I were kind of like reevaluating that. Um, I started the goal back when actually when the mindfulness event was happening. So I figure, hey, I'll give 2 months with that. And I don't want to lose the progress that I made during that event. So we're just kind of, even if we don't get to exactly the number that's on there, you know, hitting one. Yeah, I think hitting 100 probably will actually be the goal, not 300, so everyone knows. So it says right now we're at 7%. Right, which is actually what I'm thinking is no matter like, you know, us if we get to the goal of like the 100k or whatever, I'm just actually going to refund everyone back those points. Either way. So I just want to see if we can all make it is really what it is at this point. And that is very true. And hi Tina, good morning. As you can see, I started my blanket. Good morning. How are you doing so far this morning? Gotcha. Yeah. I know, and they always tend to like run the opposite way of where they're supposed to go, pretty much. I, I've I figured that out already. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll probably have time tomorrow, right? Maybe? I don't know. Just not today. Sweet. So yeah, they'll just have to deal today. So what is it, like maybe 3 days out of the week or so when you're not letting them run? Like that's still a good 4 that they get to run. Just saying. They're teenage chickens. Exact. Well, that too. Yeah, that is a thing that's gonna happen too. Unless it's raining, it's more. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. Yeah, we had to turn the AC off for the first time since the beginning of summer. And now, like, the whole system is off. It's kind of weird to not hear it kicking on. I was like, oh, hey, that's cool. Oh, hey, there's a Pokemon in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, my day has been kind of weirdish this morning. Woke up earlier, but have been slower to get anything done. So had to turn on AC on yesterday. Oh wow. Yeah, ours likes to kick on even though it doesn't really need to be on. Like as in yesterday was like 60 something and it really did not need to be on at all. But we opened up the door to let Mario, kind of wander in the garage for a little while while we were just kind of eating dinner and whatever, and once we had the system kicked on when it didn't need to, and I was just like, all right, you know what? Turning the system off, like turning the system off just kind of made sense. Humidity makes it bad. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. I was down in Tennessee once during the dead of summer once, and I was just like, I don't know how y'all deal with it all the time. The humidity was horrible. Like, I don't get it. But then again, there's some weather patterns probably up our way that don't make sense either. Ah, rigged. But yeah, Portia was here. Portia said hi. Then, going to deal with the littles for schooling, so. Well, that's true. That's true, I suppose. I mean, to be fair, I was only there 5 days, and I still like I don't know. That is fair. Well, I mean, I've lived in Connecticut my entire life, so any weather changes, I don't do well with. I've been to Florida and Tennessee, and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of humidity. I can't attest to that. Yeah. My mom had the brilliant idea eight, wait, no, it'll be 9 years ago to go in the dead of summer to Disney World with the whole family. Well, her family anyway, on her side, with my sister and I. And after a couple days of walking in the parks and with the high humidity, I'm just like, yep, never again. Never again. I actually tripped the one of the security portal things because my knees and ankles were kind of like really swollen. They were like, what in the heck is that showing up on the x-rays? Obviously, I don't do well. I'm like, all right. They never seen that much swelling, apparently. Hey, who's Alright. Just a randoness today. Yep. We already had definitely three squirrels already. 2 words are hard. 3 sound alerts. Eh. Okay, so let's see. That should be time for a marker. Let's see. Yep. Yep. Okay, we got our first ad break. Is it just me, or is there like actually 3 minutes between the hey, we're having an ad break starting in 3 minutes, and then once that went away, then it was 3 minutes. I'm like, okay, that was weird. Either way, while the ad break is happening, I'm actually going to try to finish up a little bit more coffee. All right, no worries. I'll be here until about the same time as Tuesday, so about 1ish. We're going to be working on this section or this block for at least another half an hour to 45 minutes. I'm hoping. I was hoping that the pickup for the block 2 doesn't take as long as it did the last time. We are listening to a little bit of the end of the playlist from last time just to go through the rest of them. There's at least 7 hours or so, I think, on the playlist. Man in the box. Nice. So tomorrow, everyone knows we've got our crafty share, and that is actually going to encompass both this month and last month's. So it might take a hot minute. But we will be doing diamond painting before that, starting at 10. So I'm a little excited to get back to the diamond painting, not gonna lie. Hoping we can get 2 sections done tomorrow. Will keep me on target for finishing by the end of the year. So, oop, and it sounds like we are having people come by with yard work. So if you hear buzzing, you know why. That's why I decided to turn the music up a little bit. But my microphone is literally by the window, so it can pick up a lot. Yep, definitely no radio edits today. Because that is definitely edited on the radio. I just heard that on the radio like a week. Was it last week sometime? Oh yeah, also don't forget your chickens, everyone. Get your chickens for your alerts. It gently reminds me and you'd be like, hey, welcome by everyone. You know, MTI pretty much threw me a party on Tuesday for actually doing the thing. He's like, I'm so freaking proud of you. You did it. You did the thing. You were so nervous, but you did the thing. You're fine. You got this. And I'm like, all right, honey. Love you too. When I said I did the thing, he actually brought home like one of those Danish things that I like, as well as like a few other things. And I was just like, that's amazing. You're so cute. I can't even with you. Yeah. But yeah, so far Vlogmas is going pretty well for me. I mean, I'm sort of keeping up with things. I mean, we're only the 3rd day in, really, but you know, it counts. Okay, so I have to think of project names, and so while I wait, and while I try to figure that out, put the paper there while I'm thinking about it. I've got one that's green and red, and then the other one is this purple and white. And I don't want to just keep calling them blanket A and blanket B, because that's just boring. Yeah, I tend to try to call my project something else, like in my head, even if I don't write it down anywhere. But I'm like, kind of feel like we need to this time around. Especially since they're identical patterns, just not identical colors. Options and I mean, I could just do what I normally do. EE's blanket and my blanket. Those are always an option. But if I come up with actual names, it'll help. Anyone have any ideas? Even if it seems completely random, sometimes you never know. So we are using size 6 needles. That's also Caron yarn. I don't know if that helps. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I need to also download that. Oh hey, there's Pokemon in the chat. Could always just call it Green Tree. And mine, Purple Tree. That might be the easiest way to track it. Because I do write it down as a project or something that I've worked on every week. I just kind of be like, oh, I worked on this and this and that. Might be easiest. I've called so many well, I've made like 2 blankets for MTI, and both times I've just called it EE's blanket, so I don't know if I want to do that again. There was a time when I was Hey, I got the Pokemon. It was a Yungoos. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I like those titles. We'll just go with it. Purple and Green Tree from now on. That'll work. So everyone knows when I'm working on it, that's what I'm talking about. Is the blanket. Alright, I'm gonna edit the stream title. There. That way. You got it all under control. Not me getting squirreled again. Nope. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, though. Yesterday it was just like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Got a beer. It's too early for a beer. For me, anyway. But it is 5 o'clock somewhere, so I suppose something could be. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna mute the mic a sec. Okay, so hopefully they should be done. But I did type what I was kind of saying for the closed captioning's like perspective in the chat. But I'm being a little bit spiteful and rude and mean. It's fine. Or let's just call it being a little bit spicy. Not as spicy as Mario, but you know. He definitely came upstairs trying to hide underneath the desk when it started going off. So yeah. I know, right? I thought you guys would enjoy that as much as I did. I don't know. I know exactly. And the funny thing is I could go right into my bedroom and just watch it from afar because the hose itself is actually right in front of my condo, but it's actually the neighbor, I don't know, one of those ways trying to water the grass. And I'm like, dude, it just rained a whole ton. The reason we don't have any grass back there is because, I don't know, there's a little bit of rain happening. When rain happens, it like destroys the grass back there. And they're like, we're just gonna water it. It'll come right back. I'm like, you're idiots. It's gotta dry up first. So that's what I mean by the neighbor's hubris. I thought it was just hysterical. I'm like, why? Just why? Like, why though? I know, I was thinking about it. That means I'd have to get up though. But it does sound like they turned the machines off. They should turn the machine off, so I'm thinking that they're just picking everything up there back there. I just think personally, I think that the neighbor is just mad that I've got an awesome ceramic mushroom in the back. That I inherited from my grandmother. They're so jealous about that mushroom. So they do anything they think possibly can to make us just laugh hysterically at stupid stuff that they do. I know, right? It totally would make good content. Problem is that my phone does not record video anymore. Otherwise I would have. Yeah, I gotta get me a new phone. It lets me take pictures, but then I have to delete them right as soon as I send them to myself. Don't know why. Or take them right off my phone. Yeah, it's time for a new phone. It was time for a new phone like a year ago, but I've been putting it off. Like, Meta is not the boss of me. I'm refusing. It does. It would definitely make good content. We've got one neighbor that can't figure out how water and grass work, and then the other one has a few kids that like to play with the car alarm, so it goes off at all times of days and nights. They really like playing with it. I'm just like, you guys are weird, but I love you guys. It's good to talk about y'all, get some content there, you know. Yeah, I forgot that this was 90s version. I was like, huh. But we're getting closer to the end of the block, so that's something. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking we can definitely get into the third one. Even probably even further than we did on Tuesday, depending on how the pickups go. Yep. If you haven't done so in a while, make sure you go ahead and do a quick stretch and hydrate too. I think I might do that. I think I might take advantage. I think I might actually listen to Fossabot this time. Because I didn't do that on Tuesday and ended up with like a callus on my, we call it, joint there. And I'm like, oh boy, okay. But to be fair, every time I use these particular type of needles, I always end up with one. So you think I would learn by now? I'm gonna do the drop and fish game. Whoop. I just found a time. I was stretching and making sure my legs were stretching out, and I was like, wait a minute, what is that on my leg? It's a freaking diamond. I'm like, how? I haven't diamond painted using a black diamond in like, I don't know, a month. Like, how? What the heck? Where did you come from? And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, there's a bunch of them right there. That could be why. All right, well done, Silver. We figured out a mystery. Ugh. 3 done. I don't know, I'm goofy. It's fine. Yeah, no one got the Pokemon. Rigged. That, and I've gotten random diamonds when like Mario steps in things every once in a while. I'll find some on his fur. He'll just go by and like rub them off right on you because he does that. Because he's a cat. He feels something on his skin. He's like, get off me. Anyway. Why is the coffee always gone? I'm like, Dude, what do I need for winning? So nobody wants to play the drop game so I can get an 80 plus off y'all, right? Oh. We haven't bred Falcor in a bit. Let's go. Let's see what we got. What we got? No, 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 nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. That scared me. Never mind the chat. Aha! See, I can look at the preview picture on the bottom of my screen, but this is what we're left with. Nope. Just nope. Alright, there we go. I got my bingo. We're good. However, I'm sure somebody else needs something else, so let me go ahead and put up. Yeah. That's not what I really wanted to play, but we'll go with it. That was already pressing that one before I realized it. Wait with the poodles. Alright, there we go. We're on a squirrely kick, it's fine. Squirreled. Fuck. Hey, I got bingo. It counts. I think I'm the only one playing right now, to be honest. I'm not sure. Done a pretty good job, I think. of getting them done, but who knows, right? Oh, I got a 90! Yeah! Yeah! Nice. Chad has voted 5 songs are played. Oh, okay. Somebody else needed the 5 songs are played, huh? Yay! MCGG! How are you doing today? As you can see, we're making pretty good progress on this particular one. This is the first block on my blanket. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them out of 10. So we're getting there. So, MC, I don't know if you've been listening, but I decided that I needed to give each of these 2 blankets a name other than just EE or Silver's blanket. Or, you know, or even, what was the first one we came up with? I don't know, blanket A and blanket B, and I'm like, those are just boring. I'll be right back, just had to hop on work. No worries. Good luck. Sometimes those status calls are interesting, right? They can be very interesting or very boring. Whatever. Either way. I'll be here for a bit. Yep. So, quick reminder for everyone, if you are working on any kind of projects at all, works in progress do count. If you'd like to share them on the Crafty Share tomorrow, you do have until about, I would say about noon, well, I would say about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow to get your projects in for the month. And we do share them. I have a feeling, since it is 2 months worth, it might take a little bit of time, but it will be worth it because y'all have been putting in some amazing projects. Not me doing the heavy metal like slamming my head. What was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You working on anything in particular today, MC, or just kind of hanging and popping? If you feel like lurky turkeying, I get it if you don't respond. You know. Yeah, the lurk command should actually work now. I recently I figured out the problem that I was having with both the raid call and the lurk command. I had changed the prefix, but so the bot didn't register that, and I'm like, oh, okay, quick fixes, copy and paste, let's go. Like, I knew there was something I was forgetting the other day, right? I'm hoping to finish my cross stitch today, we'll see. But first, let's do this. I have all the things I want to do today. I am kind of enjoying the sunshine going on outside right now, though. What am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the 8th one. All right. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Okay, so let me just make sure these are the numbers we need because it's supposed to be the bind off roads, the next one. So I have 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29. All right, so we are on to the bind off. Almost lost that stitch. That wouldn't have been good. there's a Pokemon in the chat if anyone would like it. It is a Gen 5 Tier C Lullaby diapered Pokemon. Okay. All right, let's get that out of the way. Get my Pokemon. Okay, let's cut this one free. Boop. And weave in the ends. Okay, I no longer need these markers here. I will need this marker, however. Let me know that this is the right side of the fabric. Hey, I got the Pokemon. Woot woot. Okay, gotta weave in my ends as we go, because, you know, not my favorite, but we're doing it anyway, right? I'm better than I would like to admit about burying my ends in garter stitch than any other stitch patterns that I use. And in also in crochet. Crochet I still need a little bit of practice. Yeah, that'll work. I'll make sure the bind off looks good before I clip it. There we go. It's a little bit wonky donkey, but you know, block one is done. Let me go ahead and do a quick, let's change it to orange when I'm done with the block. There we go. That tells me that both blankets are at that point. Okay, and that is a bingo box, so yay! Alright, I need some liquids, so we're gonna do our electrolytes. Well, beginning of them. Should have been drinking them all along, but you know, coffee comes first in my eyes. Y'all knew that. Okay, so the next instructions say rotate work 90 degrees clockwise. That's that. Alright. And then we're picking up 30 stitches along the side of the block. Okay. Okay, so let me just double check that this is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Yay, we did it. I did it, y'all. I did it. All right. Now the hard part. Finding the center pole from the center pole ball. I think that's the hardest part of this whole project. Right? All right. Adding in the contrasting color, which is white for this blanket. All right. And then this one. Okay. So for this one, I need 30 stitches. And then a working garter for 15 rows, which is 30 rows, so 15 stitches. Okay, gotcha. I have to say, I think I'm getting better at this. Got 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. There we go. We got all 30. Sort of. There we go. That one was just tight because, cast on row for me. A little bit tighter than it should be, but that's fine. Fine. It will always match my cast off, so what do I care, right? All right, so we got 15. But yeah, I do tend to do the English throwing style. I'm sure it would be more comfy if it were continental knitting that I do, but I've tried it a couple times. I'm just like, no, I can't do. Okay, I got to the end of the row. Like, no, that'll be fine. You know, I'm questioning that. I'm gonna try to knit these two together just to make sure there's less of a gap later when I go to pick them up. There we go. Much better. Also keeps it together more. I like that. Much better. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I didn't think of that one. Not the first one. Okay. Let's do this. Everyone's doing well. I'm just rocking along with the music, because why not? Yeah! It's been gritted off my eyes. I suppose it's no big surprise. Don't you think I know exactly where I stand? This world is forcing me to hold your hand. Fun fact, this album was the first album I bought for myself. Yeah, I played this song so many times and my mom goes, "Seriously, not again!" It was basically the Baby Shark of my generation. Well, not my whole generation, just me in the household. I can't do this, I don't things that isn't so dear. Oh. So if anyone knows, this is the same color combination I used on a blanket I made with one of Portia's patterns. I really liked it. I'm like, another blanket, please. And another one. Okay, that should be the last I combine. Yay! Welcome back, Maverick. Came back at one of my anthems from the 90s. Got it, just bopping around today. Cool, cool, cool. Well, welcome back. So today the lurk, I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, but the lurk command should actually work now. I figured out why it was doing the thing. I'm like, why do you not like my emotes? And then I'm like, oh, hold on. Apparently we changed the prefix of them, so I was like, oh, I had to fix that. Hold on. Yeah, so how are you doing besides that? Just kind of chilling, huh? We are on the second block now. Making better progress than I did on Tuesday with the other ones, so I hope. It's like we got an ad break starting in about 2.5 minutes. Hey, I got the Pokemon. Woot woot. Do 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 do. Want something else, such a man of life. Okay. Goodbye. Still don't know how you get up that high, but sure. There we go. Yeah, that would be easier if I do it that way from now on. Yeah, basically once I get to, like, I would say block 4 or 5 and 5, those two might take a little bit longer. Give me this. But yeah, I didn't play much Dreamlight Valley after stream last night. I was like, all right, I'm good, I'm done. I need to go do other IRL things first. Doesn't it stink when, like, IRL gets in the way of your play time and whatever, your crafty time? I'm just like, really? It's always a bummer, man. Yep, got an ad break going on now. So those of you that actually do sit through all the ads, I do appreciate it more than you know. I know they're the thing that we just, it's a bane of everyone's existence. I know, right? It is. It totally is. Things get in the way. Hey, Tina, welcome back. We are at 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 rows in out of 15. I'm just calling the ridges rows from now on, even though there's technically 2 rows to make a ridge. Just because it's easier. For me, anyway. Yeah. So the color combination should look relatively familiar. What do you think, Tina? Let's see if I can get the light here. Got purple and purple and white. Yeah. Just a bit familiar. I use the same one in Portia's blankets. I was like, yes. I really liked that color combo. In fact, that color combo is on our bed right now. I got cold last night, so I'm like, we're gonna put one of the blankets on us. I am now sitting down with my steak, bacon, and egg scramble. Ooh, that sounds so good. Oh my gosh. Breakfast for me is always a PB&J sandwich. I don't know why. It's got just a little bit of protein, but not good protein, so. Speaking of snacks and stuff, right? Sure. Thank you for the snack, Tina. I appreciate it. Let me just put that row. There we go. Push up that row there. Alright, and I have a bunch of Triscuits. Because of course I do. Let's see. For the redeem, I usually grab 2 or 3, depending on how hungry I'm feeling. Drink. Take you to the snack, Tina. Alright. And I gotta drink my electrolytes too, so it's good timing. I think those have way too much sugar in them. I'm starting to not like it so much, which tells me that. But anyway, let's go ahead and have a snacko. Free to sit for 30 minutes? Nice. It's doing pretty well, Portia. Welcome back. So, what do you think, Portia? Do those colors look familiar or what? To be fair, I had 2. It's gonna take me a while to eat these at this point. Oh. Tina also needed that one. Okay. There's my stack. Exactly. There we go. Alright. So yeah, Portia, I really like that color combo. Can you tell? We are in block 2. That's not bad, right? I'll slowly eat I promise. They'll right here. I know. I know, right? I liked it so much, I'm making another one, right? But with a different pattern, different craft type. chomping around. Yeah, I really do like the color combo. I'm like, you know what? I need to go with it. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that hydrate though. Ooh, Maverick needs a ball. What does Maverick need? Let's see. Do I have that one so I can vote with you? I do not. Sorry, Maverick. I won't vote then. As been as complaining about the OBS. Yeah. I got everyone, to be completely honest. Yeah. You helped Chris? Yeah. Cool, thank you. I was like, I don't have that one. I wish I had that one. I try to help if I can. Yay, GG! Maverick got it. Got bingo. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. I don't know. It didn't affect me as much as it did y'all. I think because some of it was miscommunications with Stream Deck, actually. Which I don't have one, so I don't need to worry about that, luckily, but you know. It is what it is, right? Does anyone have any plans for today? Just we're mostly just kind of chilling out. I know. Maverick said you were at work. Tina might have to stream later. Portia's doing. You know what? Homeschooling. Yeah, it's a matter of getting a phone. Well, so I'm hoping that once I upgrade later this month, i.e., maybe a couple days at this point, that I'll be able to actually handle it on my phone. Because, yeah, there's a bunch of files that have filled up my phone, and I'm like, I don't know anymore. It's true. Working and sneezing your head off today. What? Allergies for you? Or is it just you think you got a cold? That's no good, though. Either way. My allergy attacks sometimes give me migraines. Not all the time, just sometimes. Why I always have to keep on dusting in here. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Hey, there's a Pokemon in the chat. Ooh, that looks like a Halloween one. Well, here's hoping. But it's only allergies. I say only. It's definitely not a statement I should be using anymore, but... Oh, hey, Aaron. How you doing? Welcome in. How you doing today? Woo! GG, Aaron. Hi. How's it going so far this morning? That's the first time any of y'all landed. Oh, I did that one. Did that one. And we did that one. How goes it? How goes it? We are on the second block, which is very surprising. Woo! Tina and Aaron both got the Pokemon. Woo woo! GG. How's the homeschooling so far, Posha? They kind of settled in for the day or not? Well, today I started with my aunt telling me she's seeing things that weren't there and yelling, oh man. Oh boy. Do I want to know what she was seeing? I almost don't want to know, but I kind of do at the same time. I'm very intrigued. I don't know. Meh, one is done with virtual sessions. The other one has 2 more, and then we have to get through it. Oh, gotcha. So still a little bit. Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, Mark's grandfather kind of went through the same thing. It's not fun. That's a heck of a thing, right? Nice. Thank you, Aaron, for putting that too. That too. 1, 2. We'll get there slowly. We might not make the 300, but we definitely. I think we should be able to make the 100. We'll see. We're getting pretty close. Yeah, MTI has said, you know what, 300,000 was definitely unattainable. Sorry. And I'm like, well, okay, what number would you be comfortable with doing the game at? And he's like, 100. I'm like, okay, I got you. Don't worry. I'm like, wow. I'm surprised because he doesn't really like spooky slash like jump scare type games. So the fact that he's willing to like go lower to be able to make that goal. I'm like, oh, I love that man sometimes. I'm like, whoa, you're willing to go lower? What? He just spit a number at me when we were putting that challenge together, and he's like, here, 300,000. I'm like, you're aware that it's only like a month or so out, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's no problem. I'm like, yeah, okay, have fun with that one. It's like he doesn't remember like how long it takes. So yeah, he told me last night, he's like, "Okay, fine, 100, 100. We'll do it for 100. I'm like, you betcha, dude, we got this. I think he did the numbers in his head and was like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Well, hopefully your aunt does kind of feel a little bit better later too. Hope you're doing well though, other than that. Coffee time. All right. Enjoy your coffee. But you need it. I'm actually working on another form of the blanket. If you see on the top here, that's what the blanket's gonna look like when it's done. I did write in the name of the pattern there. So I'm making 2 of these. One for me in these colors, and one in colors that MTI really wanted, which is a red and green. And I'm planning on working on this one on Thursdays and working on his on Tuesdays. So hopefully we'll try to keep them both in the same spot, but we'll see. I am making better time with this one though. Maybe because practice from the last time. Let me get to the end of the row and I'll show you kind of what we have so far. Basically, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So basically we started with this piece here and then bound it off, and then we picked up stitches to make this block 2 here. Block 3 will be going over here. And then it just kind of keeps going. It's a technique called log cabining, which is basically round and round circles. And I'm still working on the Triscuits, I promise. Yeah. So basically, I'm on 8 of these ridges out of 15 that I have to do for this particular part. Yeah. Crochet goes faster and eats more yarn. But sometimes the knitting patterns that I pick up all have like complicated patterns. So those tend to be more fun for me. What's that? Okay. Basically, I've been knitting a lot longer, but I'm finding that crochet tends to be more like grabs my attention sometimes. Especially with the or amigurumi that I've been making recently. I tend to like those a lot. They go nice and fast. Sometimes when I need a very quick finish, I'll reach for a crochet project. If we're talking knitting versus crochet in a sweater or jumper, I would say I prefer knitting over crochet. As evidenced by the fact that I finished more knit cardigans than I have crochet ones. The one that I have on the go for crochet has been on the go for about a year. And I'm on the sleeves, so it should be almost done. I guess I could work on that sometime this month. But basically, I got the pattern and I started it on that crochet cardigan about, my sister was about 7.5 months pregnant with my niece. So that should tell you. It's been a hot minute. And it's been a minute since I worked on it too, to be completely fair. Because, you know me and my whips, they just kind of hang around. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Tina treated me to three different times, so I have I have Triscuits I need to eat for it, so I'm doing it slowly. Okay. I mean, that's fair. It's just you gravitate toward what you're feeling like working on, you know? It's why there's a lot of breaks sometimes between sentences, so. I know. Tina, I figured it out as soon as the third one popped up, Tina, to be honest. I was like, oh, let me guess, she needed the big of all. It's okay, though. I mean, I've done that to you on your stream a few times, too, where you needed something, or I needed something. It was just like, all right. It's at my house, not over here. Oh, yeah, that isn't. I mean, yeah, you've been spending a lot of time with your aunt, so I understand. Nine, okay. What is it? I don't know. No, that's true. That's fair. Hey, Renee, how are you doing? Welcome in. Oh, thank you for grabbing your chicken. How are you doing today? We are working on the same version of the blanket that I started on Tuesday, but I'm doing one in colors that I wanted, which are purple and white. Oh, yes. Thank you, Tina, for doing your chicken. I appreciate that. You're doing good? Awesome. Sweet. I'm doing pretty good. We're in the second block, which I was very surprised about getting this far this fast. But that's what we got so far. Yay! Well, thank you for getting that chicken. I appreciate you guys so much. There we go. But yeah, I am kind of really enjoying this pattern. Once I figured it out, it's like, wee, let's go. Let's heck and go. Oh, you're welcome. Like I said, I appreciate you coming in and hanging out today. So what's everybody working on today? Obviously, you can see I'm working on the blanket and working on finishing a feeding quest. Who got it? Who got it? Whose fish was that? Working on breakfast still. Ah, gotcha. Oop, there's a Pokemon in the chat if anyone wants it. It is a Meryl Aqua Mouse, I guess, which is Tier C Gen 2. Yeah, so whose was that? Yep. That was Renee that got that one. Nice. In case you're wondering, that is actually one of my emotes. Let's see, just relaxing and cooking dinner, going to give the new Call of Duty beta a try later. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll have fun with that. That does sound kind of interesting. I'm not really like a shmups player, but I do like watching it for some reason. Shmups is shoot 'em up. Somebody got a singing fish! Nice. Thank you, Tina. Tina's like, all the bingo balls! You play just about anything? Nice! Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I tend to stick to like the games you can collect a lot of stuff in. And quiet games, cozy games rather. Ooh, nice catch, Tina and Maverick. GG! Who got the coffee cup? Nice. Aaron got the coffee cup. Sweet. Well, hopefully everyone does well today. Has fun. Ooh, Tina got a 90. Nice land, Tina. Whoop whoop. That means y'all have gotten up to 90 plus. Here's my combo. GG, Aaron! Aaron got this bingo! Whoop! Whoop whoop! That's amazing! Hmm. That was a wonderful land. I was pleasantly surprised I got my like over 90 earlier. I'm like, what? The game actually let me land? What? I think I'm over 10, so let me just count this row here. All right, that should be over 10. Let me look. Yep. Okay. I just want to make sure that I'm like, okay, is this really 10? Okay. Yep. On 11 out of 15. We're getting there. We're so getting there. Still working on breakfast, huh? Hey, you know what? Thank you, Tina. Yeah, usually when I get to like 10 or so, I'm like halfway done with a block. Usually being the operative word there. All right, last one for now. Mm-hmm. Okay, there we go. Yep, there we go. Yep. Yep. I'm hoping we can definitely even surpass the blanket that we started on Tuesday. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, my only goal was to get to the third block. Anything beyond that is Gucci. Was it 4 or 5 rows? I can't remember. Hold on, I have a picture of it. Let me go look. I did put it in the Discord when I finished it after stream, so I could always just go look. Come on, Silver. Come on. The brain is doo-doo. Looks like 4 rows after the pickup. Okay. So if I get to that point and beyond, it'll be goal is done. So yay! I'm excited. Anything beyond that is pretty awesome. I don't know. I'm just being silly, you know. Oh yeah, let's see. It's been a couple hours. I should also make the announcement again because, you know, self promo, right? Just as a gentle reminder to anyone, if you have worked on anything at all over the past couple of months or whatever, and or if you finished anything, we are doing our crafty share starting at about 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So you do have until then to make sure you get it in the Discord under the Silver's monthly share category there. That does include anything you're working on as a work in progress. So even if you just touched it, put down a couple drills, it counts. Or if you've done a couple rows, it counts. We'd all like to see it, and we do share that once a month on Friday, usually at the same time, 1 p.m. So hopefully I'll see everyone there. I know there's been a lot of awesome projects put over. We've got a couple of months to cover because I did take last month off from streaming. So we'll be showing off September's as well. and it might take a bit, but it will be fun. It'll be fun, it'll be fine, you know, all the things. But yeah, we'll be going live tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, doing a little bit of diamond painting beforehand, and then having some fun. Beta posting in progress stuff, yeah. I mean, I actually have to have an alarm set every Friday to be like, okay, what the heck did I touch this week? Okay, let's take pictures of it and put it up in the Discord. And it's been like out of habit now, but it did take me a long time to do in progress pics too. But then again, to be fair, you're also finish things faster than I do. So, just saying. I think you've got a couple things in there, so that's cool. Basically, I just want to show off the wonderful crafters that are in the community. That's really the point of it. I think MC said she was close to 300 washcloths for the year. That's pretty amazing. Like, stuff like that. We all need to share our wins, right? That includes you, Aaron. And Tina. Oh, she is, but for the year we're at 300. For the year alone, we're almost at 300. Over her lifetime, probably like even 4,000 or 5,000. I think for me, I didn't take pictures. Well, that's why I mentioned it now. Yeah, you will. All right, cool. Alrighty. Well, like with me doing Vlogmas, so every day putting up a video on YouTube. Basically, with that, I have different things that I've finished every single day, so I've been putting those up. But yeah, there's a lot. I normally don't put too many progress photos, like maybe one per week. Be like, I worked on this. Have fun. But yeah, anything in progress work counts too. Because I know you've been working on crafting, Tina. The only why I mention it. So you working on any crafting right now, Aaron, or are you just kind of hanging out waiting for hospice to show? I know, literally all things. You don't need to answer if you don't want. Okay, so I think that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hey, there's a Pokemon in the chat if anyone wants it. It looks like a Meowstic. I guess a constrained Pokemon, whatever. Sweet dreams. Oh, what's up? right, so let's see. 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got one more. Yeah, the lyrics hit differently when Marilyn Monroe gets involved. Just saying. It becomes an anthem. Ada. Aww. Sorry to confuse you. Hey, I got the Pokemon. Woot woot. Yeah, it's 10 to 1 on Tuesday and Thursdays. You still got 45 minutes or so. You're good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, cool. Now we're doing the bind off. Do you decide how many of my certain color versus colors? No, I know, I got it. Basically each pattern, each color is dictated by the pattern itself. So basically what you're seeing in the, hold on, let me bring it up larger here so you can see it. Freeze. You see how in the middle there, the 2 smaller blocks there, those are the 2 that we're working on. And then the one next to it is the one we're going to be casting on. It's okay. So each block that we do keeps getting bigger and bigger as we go out. And so the pattern tells you need X number of this row, X number of this row. Yeah. Let's see, for this one, for example, I need 15 ridges. The next one, I will need 30 ridges. Like, so, yeah, so it gives you the exact number I need. If I had to try to guess, I would fail epically. It also helped me know how much yarn I needed to get to. I needed 4 of the main color, which is the purple, and 2 of the white. Between my autocorrect and my... Nah, you're good. You're good. You're fine. I figured it out. We're good. I mean, there are some days where I'm just like, I can't spell to save my life. Which is why whenever I do the Vlogtober and Vlogmas videos, I always have MTI correct my grammar and spelling on title cards and things before the videos go live. I'm like, you are my backup plan, baby. I'm sorry. Because otherwise it'd be like random spellings of things that I should know how to spell because they're easy words like the word "the." Sometimes in title cards it's hard, apparently. Technically it's supposed to be. Yeah, my gauge is definitely different than what they call for in the pattern, and that's fine. I actually got enough yarn with the anticipation that I'd be using a needle larger than what the pattern calls for, which is, you know, how my gauge works. I needed to get to 6 to be able to get to what they recommended sort of as the gauge. All right, there's that block. Clutter free. Boop. All right, put that aside. And weave in some ends. It's just a suggestion. Well, I just know when I'm making shawls and blankets, it's better to go up at least one needle size based other than the pattern, because I know I actually knit very tight compared to most people that design things, if that makes sense. So I just tend to like take into that account. Because there's actually I think it was one time when I was a baby knitter, I ended up knitting with the same size needle that the designer had, and the shawl that I was working on was like half the size of what it should have been. So I was like, okay, I'm a tight knitter. that's what's gotta happen. So I'm like, all right, let's just pre-prep that in anything I knit going forward. And as a result, I end up using more yarn than sometimes the designer will call for in the pattern too. I've done maybe 3 actual gauge swatches in my entire almost 30 years of knitting. That should tell you. I don't really futz with it too much. But I had, when I was a younger knitter, I was like, okay, let's, especially before my first garment, I think was the first time I'd ever done a gauge swatch. Like a proper one, like what they called for. Because I was just like, yeah. I'll weave in some ends later, but. My spell check doesn't even know how to spell. I know, right? I mean, that happens from time to time. It's like, I don't even know. I'm giving up. I don't know what you meant. I'm done. Mine does that to me too all the time. All right. So now that we are done with block 2, let me go ahead and highlight it on the document so I know what block we're on now. Okay, so now we're on block 3, which means I need to. You ready for this? We need to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise, and boom. That's my favorite part, is boom. All right, after that, we need to pick up 30 stitches along the side of the block using the main color, which is the purple. So where is the ender? There it is. Woot woot. Okay, there's that. Now, when I do the pickups, I usually just do this. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, I'll go 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, and the 15th is over here. Okay, so I do need that one. Okay, now to crochet pick up the bind off, or the cast on from over there. But before I do, I grab the one in the beginning because I will forget if I don't. All right, you need this stitch right here. Come on. Now, when I say crochet pickup, I do the same as if you were to put stitches in a chain, essentially. If you crochet, you know what I'm talking about. It took me the longest time to figure out how to do that, too. But ever since I do that... Alright, so I got... Okay, so 14's over here. Basically, as if I were picking up from the front. 2, 3. We got 4. 5. 7. Are you guys hearing that noise by any chance? Oop, hold on, guys. Okay, that should be it. Just, the hum is real on that machine. I don't know why. And they park it, like, essentially right under where I'm sitting. So, I'm like, really? Guys, come on. Don't you know I'm trying to stream here, like, with audio and all? But that's fine, though, right? We just make it work. At least I don't have to do the lawn. That's all I care and all that. Even if I'm whining about the loudness of the machine, right? 15. 15. Got 16. 17. Got 18. 19. Got 20. 21. All right, enjoy your AFK. Okay, so I got all 30. Yay, I got the Pokemon. Woo woo. All right, so now the only thing I'm worried about, let's see if I can bring it close enough. Now, with this particular part of it, sometimes the gapping is a real thing. So I'm going to have to remember with this stitch, or this one too, just pulling it up with that one, but that's fine. We'll make it work. Okay. Now that we have gotten into that section, ad break starting in about a minute and a half. Okay. Good timing. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. All right, let me just take a quick look at it here. It's fine. It's my blanket. I don't really care. With Empty Eyes, he tends to be a little bit more rough with his blankets and stuff, so I try to like, yeah, I try not to leave holes and things just in case. Yeah, he tried. He actually stole one of my granny cluster blankets, and he'll wake up in the middle of the night and go, "Oh my god, my fingers got stuck in the holes again. Why?" And I'm like, "Because you cannot sit still when you're sleeping, so therefore, like random stuff like that happens." All right, finish my electrolytes. Oh, Aaron, when Tina goes live, let me know, okay? Just saying. All right, anyway. I got 1 out of 30 done. We're good. We're doing okay. We're doing well. We're doing well for ourselves today. We'll see how many rows I can get done before 1 o'clock or so today. About another half hour, 40 minutes tops. Among Us. Oh, I just read that. This is Among Us. Oh my gosh. Anyway. Hold on. I knew there was something I didn't do at the beginning of that row. Oh my gosh. There we go. Much better. Let's do that. Basically, I set a 3-hour timer for my hands for these projects because I don't know if you can tell, I'm starting to get like little calluses along the knuckles, and this is just this particular set of needles that does it most of the time. But like, yeah, I need to stop work on this project when it gets to be too bad like that. So, mind you, it goes away when I don't work on it, and then comes right back. I don't know. The things you have to do to save your hands, right? It's like, no, I don't want to put down the project, but I've got to. I know. Did it again. We need to do it for 2 rows along the spine. Come on, Silver. Jeez Louise. Help is on. Too fast! Too fast through the complex. Ha! Basically, I heard the garbage truck coming from like halfway down the straightaway that's in front of my place. I heard them hit the speed bumps at full speed. I'm like, no, 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 too fast. Trust me, too fast. Especially with the young kids that are like right next to us or whatever. Okay. Try that again. Okay. We are exactly where I wanted to be with that, so that's good. Yay. Yeah, you know what? Let's go get the water bottle that I need to drink out of today. I have a 42 to 46 ounce water bottle that I try to demolish every day, and so I should probably start that one, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Whew. All the water. Whoop, whoop. Hope everyone's been having a little bit of agua every once in a while. Agua. Agua, agua. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so basically I wanted to get to at least 4 rows after the pickup on block 3. And I did that. So I'm like, yay, goal done for the day. Hopefully that helps people with bingo today. If you haven't gotten one. World is gonna ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. So basically anything else I do from here on out is just golden. Just bonus. Will the years stop coming and they don't stop coming? Drive by. Oh, hey, Portia. Drive by. I just saw the drive by part of it. Sorry, Portia. Oh my gosh. See, clearly I'm paying attention. Sorry. Get paid. Is gone. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place and they say it gets colder. Than love now, just wait to get older. You better admit that sweet spirit keep breathing. Some fire, how about yours? Like it, I never get. Let's see, we got a Wooloo. Nice. Love that name. There's a Pokemon in the chat if anyone wants it. No. Got a branch, apparently. Hey, Tina. The Wooloo. Body wants ask could I spare some change I guess I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use myself and we could all use a little change. When you stop coming, it don't stop coming until the rose make the ground. Didn't make sense, but it did fall for. Brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So it's just some. You never know if you don't go. You never shine. You don't glow. Ah, rigged. Nobody got the Pokemon. That is so rigged. All right. Stars break the mold. The mole. What's everybody working on? Are you knitting along? Are you working on some other project, perhaps? I do like to know and hear what everybody's up to. You don't have to respond if you don't want to, I know. I ask all the questions. I'm trying to set up and print papers needed to take photos of. Gotcha. Oh, you're fine. You'll get there eventually. Like, don't feel like you gotta rush and do things. You know? I know. Says the one with the lists that have lists that have lists. I know. Gotcha. Well, maybe that's just a little bit of a rush, but you know, everything else. So my sister just sent me, not just, but this morning I saw that she sent me an invite to my niece's first birthday party, which is in a couple Saturdays. And I'm like, no way has this year gone that fast. No freaking way. No freaking way. Doing a Little Mermaid themed party. And I'm like, oh, I'm right there with you. I got it. They grow up so fast. Speaking of birthdays, right? So, based on a few videos and Reddit posts that I've seen since yesterday, I think I've missed a couple of things that happened in the update for the Dreamlight Valley, and I'm like, I need to go check that out later. See what the heck I missed. I mean, I'm always missing stuff anyway, but you know. Mind you, I didn't watch Sid Suro videos. I actually just saw the titles and I'm like, I wonder. Grapeye fish. I'm back. Your daughter called you. Oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome back. We're doing pretty good. We caught up and then some with the other blanket I've been working on, so that's pretty cool. That's a good goal right there. Hopefully daughter's good. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I cannot wait to show you guys as we roll out and even show you the patterning for it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so this particular block, I need 30 ridges. I'm like, that's gonna be a hot minute. It's fine. But yes, is anyone that's playing bingo got their bingo for the day? Just want to make sure. Me sure. I mean, whatever you need to do, Tina. Okay, I mean, that could work. It's a good goal to work for, you know? Especially if you don't think you're gonna have time to print out all the pages, right? So. It's like me. I'm just like, anything I can get done today. It's just kind of a bonus. Yeah, that should be fine. That's more than enough, yeah. Yeah. I happen to have September's like literally right here. The chore trackers, not as used, but I definitely use the intentions and health tracker ones. The chore tracker sort of works, except when MTI doesn't tell me that he finished something or I finished something. It doesn't always get colored in every day, but yeah, we do a good job, sort of. So I do use them. I mean, not in exactly the way it's intended, but you know, I do use them. I don't know. MTI also likes coloring it in too, so. Yeah, basically, well, those two are definitely ones I use all the time. I do like the month at a glance, though. I think I use those a lot more. Ew. Which the third page in? Or the to-dos list, yeah, that one. Right, exactly. Like I use it for doing the reading, for every time I play a certain idle game. Like if I forget that day, it's just like, no worries, whatever usually. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that could work. That'd be perfect. Hey Angel baby, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Show you how you have the current for the at a glance. That one. Yeah, that one. Okay. I do use that. um, I don't know if you like my goal for the month. And then the notes below it. Sometimes that's the only note that gets filled in. Survive the month sometimes. It's like, can I make it? Yes. Okay, good. Good goal. All right. Like, I wrote that, and then MTI saw it the other day, and he's like, "You really wrote that down this month?" I'm like, "Yes, and like, what of it?" The stream was not going good. Oh no, sorry to hear that. I'm actually working on a blanket. This is a log cabin style. Hang on. All right. This is the project that I'm working on. Oh, thank you so much. So basically, I'm making a blanket. It's log cabin style. And so basically, we started with this whole thing is new as of today. Oh, thank you. How about the to-dos? Oh, yeah, this one. Ah, Seth, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, nice. Basically showing off some of the stuff that Tito's looking for. Oh, cool. Yeah, I can knit and crochet. Yeah, that list works out really well for me too. Yeah, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing, Saf? You don't mind Saf, right? Yeet. Thank you for the yeet. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? But yeah, the blanket that I'm working on, I'm making two of the same blanket in different colors. So the one that I worked on Tuesday is actually red and green, and then this one is the purple and white one. Okay, so month at a glance, health intention. Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Tina. You know me so well. My lists have lists have lists. I can explain me. Oh no, it's okay. I saw stuff randomly. I'm like, huh? Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, those are meant to be used. I forget sometimes that they're there. I'm like, wait, there's an extra sound coming. I'm like, oh, cool. Then lots of line paper, yes. How many skeins of each color for this project? The pattern calls for 3 of them. I am actually got 4 for the main color, and then the contrast color will be the white. That one is actually I got 2 skeins, so it's just going to be just over 1 skein for the minor color. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Dun dun dun. All the things I know. No worries. Yeah, the pattern itself was found in a book that I bought. Oh gosh, like 8 or 9 years ago. I am just getting to it now. I'm like, yes, let's do this. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. And thank you again for the follow. I appreciate that. Yep, we are just chilling out today. Ooh, nice catch, Aaron. GG. We're doing on time. Yeah, we're just we're just chilling with some 90s what do they call it? 90s rock anthems. Exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it. The Oop, hold on, my picture is way too big. Basically the background was bought off of an Etsy shop, and then I just kind of made it my own. Yeah, thank you. I do tend to change it up for the seasons too. Yeah. Yep. So for those that are new to the channel, I do tend to do a lot of either knitting, crochet. I actually do a lot of diamond painting on stream too. Oh, thank you so much for adding to the challenge. Hopefully we can get there. We can get at least to 100K before the 31st, but we'll see. Definitely not the 300. Definitely not the 300, but we'll get there. Thank you for adding that too. But yeah, my partner and I, well, my partner doesn't really like jump scary type games, and I've been waiting on this particular one. Planning on playing a game called Poppy's Playtime, which has a lot of nightmare fuel for me in there, so that'll be fun. Um, and basically he just threw out a number of 300K. I'm like, okay, what's the absolute lowest? I was so busy, I just pop in. Oh, no worries. That's perfectly fine. Lurkers are always welcome. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I have not played it. I've been putting it off for a while. It's been in my Steam library for forever. So I'm like, you know what? You guys can make me play it, because yeah. Yeah, and he's not really, my partner is not really into like jump scare stuff, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be fun all around. That's gotta be 1 p.m. my time. Alright. Yeah, I have alarms set for things. Yeah. I just know how much my hands can handle. So since we started the project today, literally at the very beginning, I'm like, alright, at this point, I need to stop and work on something else. Exactly. That's gonna be me literally like at the very beginning of this game. I'm like, nope, I'm out. Nope, nope. I've seen a little bit of playthrough enough to know that the bad guys in it are definitely going to be nightmare fuel for me, so it should be fun. Nailed it. I just yeah, yeah. Well, like this particular needle that I'm using, it does tend to dig into my hands a little bit the way that I knit. So I'm like, all right, I need to give myself a break. Sweet. Yeah, I tend to do that too. I cannot well, there are times where I'll sit there and I'll try to craft on the same thing for, 8 or 9 hours a day, and I'm like, that's too much. My hands hurt, my arms hurt, I'm done, I'm out. So I've gotten better about flipping things around. Let's crochet mini keychains. Yeah, exactly. Yep. After a while. Mini keychains, cool. That's cool. I mean, you got a few of them done, I'm sure. Cool. Yeah, it does. I do some amigurumi sometimes too. And yeah, they do take a little bit of, you need to take breaks every once in a while. Cuz I tend to do the knife version of it, cuz like the other one is just not comfy I do latch hook from time to time too, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't do more than, an hour of that before I'm done. Well, sometimes they just have to lump it, you know? You can do what you can do. I mean, you literally, like, you do have to listen to your body, and if your body is telling you, hey, I'm freaking done, be freaking done, and everyone else just has to lump it. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing else you can do. You have literally tapped out. Your body has tapped out and said, I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm done. You know what I mean? Yeah, here you go. You got shy set to do. Like, come on now. Ah, cool. Yeah, so lots of like IRL responsibilities. So yeah, I don't blame you. Basically, got to do 30 of these. It's a lot of work chasing chickens and crochet and work. Exactly. There you go. I was gonna say, I wish I can have more coffee today. I've had two already. That should be enough. Thank you, though. Did it not pop up on the screen again? It should. Thought I put it on there. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Molly? Oh. Hey, Daddy. Oh, they made my PC stop working and the tablets used to know. Ah, special chickens. Oh no. Got the PlayStation. Okay, there you go. Fair enough. Welcome in, Debbie. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. If you don't know me, my name is Silver. I do tend to go by they, them. I also do tend to do a lot of diamond painting on stream. I'll also be doing a lot of other crafting depending on what I'm getting up to. Today we're actually working on a blanket. This is one of two that I'm working on. We're working on block number 3 out of 20 something, I think. It's gonna be a while. Thank you, Angel, for doing that. All right, Tina, enjoy your lurk work. Enjoy. Thank you guys so much for coming in with the raid. And Debbie, if you do need to raid and run, I do completely understand because I know you've probably been streaming for a while, so you need to take care of yourself. But before you do, if you can tell me a little bit about what you got up to, I'd always kind of curious about that. And the other thing is too is if you can select a color and either a butterfly or a mushroom, I will be coloring one of these for you. So just let me know what you want, and I'll make sure to write a note, and I will do that right after stream. Okay. All right, so just let me know, Debbie, once you know a color and if you want a butterfly or a mushroom. Basically, I've been doing very slowly coloring in that front page with all of my social butterflies and things like that. So I presume pink, right, Angel? Possibly. And thank you guys so much for that raid. I appreciate you guys. You're amazing. Yeah, I did. So I did start this blanket right as I started streaming today. So not bad. Just getting this far in 3 hours. Basically, this is a log cabin style blanket where you actually go ahead and finish off one block and then bind off, and then you will pick up stitches for the next one right afterward. So I'm not the best at picking up stitches, but I think I did okay with this one. TJCC? Nice. We are listening to a 90s rock anthem list. Pretty much a smash. It's a newer playlist for me, so we are not so family friendly anymore, especially with this playlist, but that's fine. Things change. Hey, Portia, thank you for doing the drop fish. The fish drop. There we go. Drop fish. Quack, quack. Ooh, hey, I landed. Woot woot. I think I'm gonna do a couple more ridges if that, and then I actually need to stop knitting for the day because my hands are starting to get there. And yeah, I need to listen to my body too. We'll see. Run! Exactly. You like that one, huh? I mean, I do too, let's be honest. It doesn't get played as much as I would like sometimes on the stream, right? Probably will once we start doing a spooky game, but alright. So I think I've done 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry to anyone that was counting, but I need to make sure I have the right number of rows here. Alright, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Well, 10 out of 30. There is quite a few rows I've got to do on that one. There's a Pokemon in chat if anyone wants it. Perfect timing. Sweet. Yeah, yep. The pattern dictates exactly how many rows we do of everything. So I'm like, all right, let's do this. No worries. I appreciate it. I appreciate it more than you know. I know, sometimes I tend to get a little bit quiet when I do my diamond paintings. But other than that, you know, we can have a good gabble and a good chat, right? Gabble? Is that the word we're looking for? I don't even know anymore. Words are hard. I do throws it. Throws too. It's been a bit. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's been a little while since I worked on my diamond painting. I'm kind of wanting to get back to it. Yeah. You're Yarn throws can be the best, right? Depends on the yarn type. Nice and soft. Oh. We got the Pokemon. Rigged. Oh wait, no one tried. I thought I got it, but never mind. That's all the wrong yarn. No! Oh no! Yeah, yarn I'm using is definitely too scratchy to throw. I wouldn't want to throw the pound of yarn thing that I got over here. It's a lot. Ah, gotcha. Oh wow. Okay. Taller than you. What? I'm like 5'4", and I think yeah, I've got project bags that are bigger than me, I think. I don't know. Anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, and then 12. Alright, let's see. Alright, I think we should start getting going here because my hands are starting to hurt. Alright, let's put that in frame because I gotta remember to do that. Exactly. Right. No worries. Alright, let me go ahead and go on to our stream ending. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it so much. Let me go ahead and turn the music down just a little bit so I'm not yelling too much as we do our raid out. Thank you so much for everyone who has actually joined me today. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Saf and Angel, for the follows, and for everyone else for whoever came in and played bingo. Thank you so much, MC, for putting in the raid messages. Let me just see if my intended raid target is actually live, like I hope she is. Let's see. Doesn't see a notification. Doesn't see a notification. That doesn't mean anything though. There it is. Haha, bingo. All right. So, oh yeah, speaking of bingo, let me go ahead and call all events. So if you haven't gotten into bingo, gotten your bingo, now would be the time to go ahead and do so. We call that out. We turn that out, and so I can see what y'all are saying about me. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's see. Yeah, I've been added to it every time. All right, awesome. All right, so make sure you go ahead and grab the raid call. The first one is actually for any subscribers. If you're a follower, you can go ahead and use the second one as well. We are going to go see another fellow crafter. She's actually in here earlier, so I don't know if she's actually still kind of lurking about, but if you haven't gone to see the wonderful Tina has done so much crafting and diamond painting and everything else, and I think you guys need to see her because she's amazing. So thank you all for keeping me company. Like I said, tomorrow I will be back at 10 a.m. We will be doing a little bit of diamond painting, as well as we will be doing the Crafty Share showcase at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That will be probably going for a while. Basically, if you've got any possible like projects that you've been working on, you'd like to add it, the thread is open and we will be showing that off from there. Okay, I think we are ready